Hey everybody, I'm Logan Alec. I'm a CPA. One of the most, how would we say, energetic commenters on my channel is this: Are you free? Are you sure? Just want to read something here and then give my response. Want to stay off of the IRS radar? Own your own business. Self-employed people are kryptonite to the IRS, or stop using your social security number to earn a living. No law requires Americans to use a social security number to earn a living in America. No law requires Americans to sign W-4, W-9 forms. If American workers, American businesses learned the truth about social security numbers, they could stop using social security numbers, and the IRS would not receive any W-2s or 1099s, and the IRS would have no idea how much money you made. Oh, man. I mean, my response is just, look, we don't live in a world, are you free, are you sure, where everyone believes the things you believe, okay? Where folks are willing to take the risks that apparently you have taken, because I've seen in another comment that you say that you've been a non-filer for 24 years, okay? And, you know, to be sure, the smaller you are, the more cash-based you are, right? Let's say as a business owner, sure, you could probably, get away with not filing taxes. I mean, it's illegal, but you could, right? Let's say you could be under the radar for a lot of things. Let's say, I start a cash-based business selling cookies out of my home, okay? I operate kind of anonymously in local Facebook groups or, Telegram chats or something, because I have really awesome cookies that I'm cooking or baking out of my home, and you got to pay me cash, $50 a dozen, okay, $100 a dozen for the premium cookies, right? Yeah, it could probably be under the radar, right? I mean, in many ways, I'm sure, I would need, or I should get some kind of health inspection by the county or someone, some kind of stamp of approval, right? Stuff like that from a non-tax perspective, right? Probably need maybe a business license, all sorts of non-tax things. And there's tax things as well, right? Should be reporting that income. But, frankly, the smaller you are, you probably stay under the radar, right? Unless someone snitches you out, right, to the health department or someone, right? But, my point is it's pretty hard. Let's take a small business. It's pretty hard to scale that whatsoever if you want to be completely off the IRS's grid here, right? I have a line of credit for my business, okay, and I have to sign a personal guarantee for it, right? Yeah, they want the business's name, EIN, LLC. They want my name, social, address, all those things, right? And then there's a risk thing here as well, right? So when an employee joins my company, yeah, they got to present, their passport or their driver's license, their social security card for I-9 verification. They fill out a W-4 because, if we don't do those things, the IRS could poke their head in here and say, hey, what's going on, right? And in extreme cases, the IRS could say, hey, you're running a fraudulent operation here, right? And trying to skirt your payroll taxes. And that could go criminal, right? And these arguments that, like, are you free, are you sure, bring up, day in and day out, they get knocked down in court, okay? And some subscribers to, I don't know exactly what you believe, are you free, are you sure, but a lot of these folks who, think they're not subject to the income tax system, or, only federal employees need to get, are subject to income tax. I mean, there's all these arguments, right? People adhere to them, and yeah, they might get away with not filing their taxes because they're small, right? Or even in a corporate environment, right? Even if you're not a business owner and you're a worker, I mean, good luck finding a reputable company that the minute you start working for them, as an employee, say they're not asking for your W-4 and I-9 verification, right? Or if they're an independent contractor, they're not asking you to fill out a W-9. Okay, I mean, good luck, right? It's just you're not going to get very far subscribing to these things and trying to be completely off the grid as far as social security numbers or employment verifications are concerned. Okay. Now, could you stay off the grid, kind of live in have a very simple existence, selling premium cookies out of your basement, right? Yeah, probably could. And I know there's people who do, okay? But, for the vast majority of people, that's not going to work out. And you're just not going to get very far in life if you refuse to use your social security number. Or on your first day on the job, you refuse to fill out your W-4. Or if you're an independent contractor, you refuse to fill out a W-9. Or if you're a business owner, you refuse to withhold payroll taxes for your employees. And, the list just goes on and on and on. Okay, it goes on and on and on. So are you free? Are you sure? Those are my thoughts here. I know you're going to respond, and I welcome your response, and maybe I'll make another video responding to your response, because it's kind of fun. Anyway, my name is Logan Alec. I own Choice Tax Relief. We help folks who owe the IRS or their state at least $10,000 in back taxes, or who have multiple years of unfiled tax returns. If that sounds like you qualify for a free consultation. Please give us a call here at Choice Tax Relief, 866-8000-TAX. That's 866-8000-829. Or you can go to choicetaxrelief.com, fill out the form on the website, and we will reach out to you. I also have some other tax relief related videos here on the left-hand side of the screen for your education and enjoyment. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.